Children's Center was established through a predecessor organization called the Galveston Children's Home in 1878, which was an orphanage. Over the many years, the Galveston Children's Home and the Lasker House, another orphanage, and Albertine Yeager Children's Home operated in Galveston. In the 1980s, they merged. The merger created the Children's Center, and along with those three entities, the YWCA of Galveston operated a shelter, which merged also into the Children's Center. We have kids that come through CPS, law enforcement, family referrals. They come off the streets themselves, and it's throughout the greater Houston region. But with immigrants, there's an impression that people are coming from these countries to take advantage of this society, but in truth, a lot of them are running to this country because of danger and safety issues for themselves and their children, and a lot of that's driven by drug trade that's caused by this country.
This is a very challenging position which involves a lot of responsibility due to the fact that all the children that we care are damaged kids, emotionally and mentally damaged kids. It's very sad to find out that they don't even have access to education, to food, to shelter. So at very early ages, they become survivors. So my responsibility as a program director is to make sure that my staff are sensitive enough, are skillful enough to detect and find in a timely manner whatever needs they may have.
Every day we provide support to those youth that we have in the program. We provide life skill curriculum that help them to manage their money when they are working, help them to learn how to cook, to do the laundry, because most of the time those kids, they don't know anything. They've been in the street for a long time, and we help them to survive.
Most of the families that I have now, I had over 100 clients in my shelter for the month of July alone. I've had families that have been evicted. Some are just homeless, going from shelter to shelter. But the majority of them just have lost their jobs. We put them in the shelter for up to 3 months, sometimes longer. And they will try to readjust, get them a job. It's like a second chance. And that's the goal and the purpose of the program, is to help them to restart again.
I am director of what's called the Outreach and Assistance Program, which consists of 2 types of services. Supportive housing program for individuals that are experiencing homelessness, and the Navigator program, which is to assist individuals who would enroll into the health insurance marketplace. What I find is that many of them were experiencing homelessness due to economics, meaning that they've lost their job. We have some that have had some substance abuse issues, and since they've been in our program, we've not had any relapse or anything like that. So I do feel the program is working in that sense, that they're putting housing first. They're saying, I now need to take better care of myself and my family, and one way of doing that is to stabilize the housing.
As the director of the Community Youth Development Grant, we do programming for children ages 6 through 17. And so one of the things that I get to do is use my experience as an educator to help promote the programs, help bring in extra resources, and overall support the fabulous programs that are already going on.
What the Jameson Center is, it's a private CPA. CPA stands for Child Placing Agency. We extract children from different settings, and they're placed by the state, and they need homes, therapeutic intervention services that allow these children to progress. We provide those services through our licensed child care facility homes. One of our prominent foster parents is Amanda Scalzo, and she came to us about 2 years ago. First of all, let me say I've never met a more willing, ready, capable, and prepared person. She takes kids that the state has said, look, we just need a place until we can put them in a lockup facility. Before you know it, she's kept them. She's adopted these kids, not at the 7, 8, 9-year-old level. When they're 17 and 18 and they're about to be aging out of the system, she adopts them so that they can have a forever mother and a forever relationship with them. But I've never seen a woman teach a group of young men how to be young men the way I've seen her do it.
People say, how do you do it? God. Every day I pray. I might not go to church every Sunday, but I pray every day for God to give me strength to help these kids every day. The passion for these kids that I have is because the passion that my parents had for me. I had two fathers growing up, and one mother, and I can say my great-grandmother growing up. And they showed us a lot of love, a lot of love. And this is the reason why I try to show these kids a lot of attention, because a lot of them don't have it. So with me being the person that I am, I try to ask God to keep giving me the patience that I have in order to go down that line to help these kids.
If we can make one life better, and the Children's Center has made many more than one life better, but if we could just make one life better, what a world this would be.
It's providing a continuum of caring that meets a variety of needs in terms of family members and children, and helps them go from a state of crisis and emergency to an independent state where they're able to take care of themselves and function in society with the rest of us.
One of the most important things in the American culture, which is help each other. The main goal here in GMI is to show that working together, working as a team, having the only goal of serving others is the most important thing.
The other thing is that the individuals that they're helping are their neighbors. If you're fortunate enough to go and help someone, then I think you should. It doesn't matter the amount. I think every little bit helps. You know, each year, certain programs are getting their funding cut every year, but then the need does not decrease. So the contributions that we receive are very needed, and they allow us to continue to end the homelessness for some of the individuals we serve.
We're impacting kids at just the right age. We're giving them just the right kind of support. And so a little bit goes a tremendous way.
Without the community support and contributions, we wouldn't be serving a lot of the teenagers that we're taking off of the streets or the families that we're taking off of the streets. There's not government funding to meet the needs of most of these folks. We're just really grateful to the greater Houston and Galveston area for all of the support we get, and we know that we have to go back again and again and ask for individuals and groups and businesses to help, but that's what it's about in this community. And the Children's Center exists for over 100 years because people care about what people need, and it's just a great community to live in, and I think the future's bright.